cares?
Welcome to MeatEater Trivia, the only game show where conservation always wins. I'm your host, Spencer Neuharth, and today we're joined by Brent, Randall, Seth, Max, Tressa, Cory, Matt, and Christine. This is a 10-round quiz show with questions from MeatEater's 4 verticals, which are hunting, fishing, conservation, and cooking. And there is a prize. MeatEater will donate $500 to the conservation organization of the winner's choosing. And for the stat of the week this week, we're revisiting Randall's crossword puzzle scores.
Why are we doing that?
If you'll recall from a few episodes ago, Randall got exactly 380 points on each of the first 4 MeatEater crossword puzzles. Well, this week was different. Randall, do you want to tell folks what happened?
Yeah, there was an accusation of some improprieties, and so I volunteered, or was voluntold to film myself.
That's a good way to put it.
So Matt was kind enough to step in and film me. And
were you more nervous going in?
I wasn't nervous. Okay. I wasn't nervous. I don't really know how to explain it, other than to say that it ruined my day.
Okay.
He was not happy.
It ruined my day.
Uh-huh.
Randall's kind of having a rough patch lately.
Oh.
Some devastating losses in trivia, including, my 5-point performance a few weeks ago. So trying to right the ship here and yesterday really didn't help.
Yeah, on crossword puzzle number 5, Randall got a score of 346 with a time of 4 minutes, 21 seconds. That's nearly 2 full minutes longer than his previous average. So this week might be your best chance to beat Mr. 380. Head over to the MeatEater.com/games to play our crossword puzzles for free.
Spencer, can you see everyone's score?
I can see, I think I can, but it's usually just assigned to like a random username or email address. So I kind of have an idea about what.
But you can see the scores.
Yes, I can see the scores.
Are they ever more than 380?
Very rarely. I think of like tens of thousands of scores that I had looked at. We'll be fair to Randall here for a minute. He was always at the top. I think he's put up like 4 of the top 10 scores of all time.
Wow.
Thank you.
Crossword puzzles. Yeah. And to be clear, 346, people would be thrilled with a 346, but he's no longer Mr. 380.
It can never
I
come
feel
back.
like I feel like if
thrilled
someone
with something
beats
that
Randall,
proves.
they should get like a prize or something.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
You think you could do it, Maxwell?
No, I can't beat him.
I can't imagine the stress you feel, Randall, when you start one of these crossword puzzles.
Oh,
Like
God.
if you were to
I know.
start sneezing or something, it would throw the whole thing off.
I know.
You got like a pregame that you do before you start?
I just make sure that the
Stretch.
balance of chemicals that I'm putting into my body is optimized. Take a little pre-workout.
Caffeine.
Yeah, but no, I do feel a lot of stress when I see the link. There's a mixture of terror and excitement. And this week, all of my nightmares came true. So
TheMeatEater.com/games. Here's our infrequently asked questions segment. If you have a trivia-related question for our crew, send it to trivia@themeateater.com with the subject line IFAQ. This one is actually an FAQ, since about 30 people have emailed about this. Shouldn't the segment be called IAQ instead of IFAQ, since infrequently is just one word? No. I mean, the listeners who wrote in with that feedback are wrong, but using an acronym like that isn't uncommon, as noted by this 2017 Norm Macdonald joke. Play the clip, Phil.
I was in the airport, and guys were asking, everyone wanted my ID, and it occurred to me that ID is a strange abbreviation because I is short for I, and then D is short for identification. So it seems to me D is doing most of the legwork on that one.
So it's still the IFAQ segment. If you have a trivia-related question for us, use the subject line IFAQ and send your email to trivia@themeateater.com. Now, for this week's housekeeping section, I want to tell you about 2 of the newest trivia products for this year. Can we get a drum roll, Phil? coming out later this fall, MeatEater Trivia expansion packs. Got them right here. We have
Breathtaking.
2 expansion packs available, a hunting expansion pack and a fishing expansion pack. If you're watching this on YouTube, you are the first people to get to see these expansion packs. These expansion packs have 200 new questions to go along with the 800 questions from the original board game. And you don't even need the board game to enjoy these standalone cards. Throw this expansion pack in your glove box or backpack, and you've got hours of outdoor entertainment. Each pack will retail for just $10, and like the board game, a portion of sales will go to conservation. That means your purchase helps fund things like land access and wildlife habitat. It's quite literally the only board game where conservation always wins. The MeatEater Trivia Hunting Expansion Pack and MeatEater Trivia Fishing Expansion Pack will be available soon. More details to come. Thank you, Max. We got a regular old Vanna White over here.
I like what you did. Blue for fishing, blue waters, and
That's right.
hunting orange.
Now,
Almost for
Spencer,
hunting.
That's cool.
every
Nothing's getting
kid,
past me.
every kid grows
Real,
up
dude.
hoping that they could make a board game someday,
Okay,
right? That's the American dream.
Sure, yep.
Of the few,
Not really.
of the few that reach that pinnacle of excellence,
Yep.
how many of those are lucky enough to create an expansion pack to
I
that
don't have
board
the
game?
answer to that. I'm tickled though that we have these 2 expansion packs available. They'll be on our website very soon, and they're just $10. Also, we have one more new trivia product that will come out this year. Out of everything we've made, it's the thing I'm most excited about. I'll explain what that is very soon. So you've got the 2 expansion packs, and then one more thing that we'll reveal at a later date. The Shelby Index for today is a 4, so our winner should get 8 correct answers. And with that, we're on to the game of trivia. Play the drop, Phil.
Come on, Christine. You got
All
this.
right. Is it warm in here or is it just
You know
me?
what I stand to win everything. How's that?
You stand to win everything.
Game on, suckers!
Like an athlete over here, Max is now taking off his warm-up. He pitched it behind him. He's down to a T-shirt so we can play trivia.
All right, let's go.
Question
steroids.
1. The topic is conservation, and this first great question is via Kirkport. And this will be multiple choice.
Sorry, Spencer, really quick. I have the question right, but I did not put I forgot to replace the multiple choice answers. So you're going to see some percentages. Do not regard those in any way.
Okay, the
whatsoever.
percentages are from a different
from last
multiple
game of trivia.
So you'll have to listen to me instead of the TV.
Let's see if I can live edit it.
This Native American tribe has a national forest named after them that's in North Carolina and Tennessee. Is it Cherokee, Shawnee, Kickapoo, or Comanche? This Native American tribe has a national forest named after them that's in North Carolina and Tennessee. Your 4 choices: Cherokee, Shawnee, Kickapoo, Comanche. Or if you're looking at Phil's screen, your choices are 25%, 45%,
Wow, look at that.
65%, and 85%.
Oh, you got it.
Phil has live edited
That was
on
a
his
test,
toes.
Phil. Nice job.
Yeah, I
He
passed.
gave himself the test.
That's right. Just to impress all of you.
It worked.
Again, a Native American tribe that has a national forest named after them in North Carolina and Tennessee. Cherokee, Shawnee, Kickapoo, Comanche. Is everybody ready?
Sure.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying Cherokee, Christine, Shawnee, Tressa, Shawnee, Randall, Cherokee, Matt, Shawnee, Cory, Shawnee, Max, Shawnee, Brent, Cherokee.
Not good. One in
I guess
Illinois.
it's Cherokee.
No one said Kickapoo or Comanche. The correct answer is Cherokee. I think we had 3 of our players
I just
get
need
that
to
one
stick with my
right.
gut half the time.
The Cherokee National Forest is a diverse area that butts up against Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It's actually where the whitewater competition was held for the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta. The medal podium for whitewater sports that year was dominated by the Czech Republic, France, and Germany. Question 2. The topic is fishing. Actor Viggo Mortensen would often go fishing between scenes while on the set of these movies. The topic is fishing. We have Cory, Matt, and Randall, who have confidently come up with an answer already. Actor Viggo Mortensen would often go fishing between scenes while on the set of these movies.
How many?
So there's like a series of movies?
We're just going to stick with the wording of the question. It says, while on the set of these movies.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell that is.
There's actually 2 different movies. 2 separate.
I don't know what Randall's attempting to do here.
I'm
He's
making
trying to
a
help
joke.
you
It would
or
be very
hurt you.
strange if it was like that movie. Yeah. What's the one? Russian prison?
Yeah, if it was Russian prison and cars.
Yeah,
that
right.
Would be,
That's what I'm
a
thinking of.
weird combination.
What am I thinking
Eastern
of? Phil?
Promises?
Yeah, Eastern Promises. Ooh, boy, don't watch that one with your family.
Actor Viggo Mortensen would often go fishing between scenes while on the set of these movies.
Did he star in the movie?
Not going to give you any hints.
Is he
Maybe
the director?
Corey, Randall, and Matt, they seem to know him. Maybe they want to help you out, Seth.
Not
No,
after that first question.
They don't
You're on
want
your
to
own,
help
bud.
you.
I'm trying to think of the one with Tom Hanks, Phil.
Big?
Sort of a gangster movie.
Castaway.
Tom Hanks.
Polar Express.
No, not Tom.
That's the road to perdition.
Yeah, Road to Perdition. Yeah.
I don't think Viggo Mortensen's in Road to Perdition, is he?
I believe.
There's Jude Law,
Oh,
Paul
God.
Newman.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
I'm getting everybody wrong. I'll shut up now.
Paul Newman.
Everybody have an answer.
Come on.
I could have sworn it was a
Question
Viggo.
Viggo.
John, seen the John Wick movies?
Is that how you pronounce his name? I thought it was Viggo, but
No, I just think
okay.
Viggo sounds funny.
Spencer,
I think
what's
it
your
is
favorite
Viggo.
movie of all time?
Not gonna tell you, Maxwell.
Sound of music.
No, I'm just curious. Like, I don't think it's the right answer.
Okay. Is everybody ready?
It's gotta be Happy Gilmore.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying grumpy and grumpier old men. Christine, who somebody might have cheated off each other over here. She also says grumpy old men. Tressa says Harry Potter. Randall says Lord of the Rings. Matt and Cory say Lord of the Rings. Maxwell says Top Gun. Brent says Fast and the Furious.
Oh, good guess.
I like that.
The correct answer is Lord of the Rings. We had Randall, Matt, and Cory. Get
Nice
that
job, guys.
one right.
The nerds just identified.
Mortensen fell in love
You're
with
in a
New
safe space.
Zealand while filming Lord of the
that makes
Rings
sense.
because of the country's wild places. He once said in an interview that the fishing was so good that he wouldn't reveal the names of the rivers he fished to protect his secret spots. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at Mortensen running off set to go fly fishing during Lord of the Rings. Play the clip, Phil.
Oh, Viggo.
Hey, Viggo, are you on camera? No.
Yeah.
We could have used him. Hey.
Literally ran off set.
Oh, nice.
Waiting any second, they're going to say I have to go back to work.
That's amazing.
Like you.
Good for him.
I'll take that. I'll take it.
Little 5-minute fish break.
Where was that filmed?
That was filmed in New Zealand. We are on to question 3. The topic is hunting. This next great question is via Michael Stedniski. Name 2 of what the New Mexico Wildlife Federation refers to as the state's big 3 exotics. You need to write down 2 of them. You put 1 or 3, you'll get it wrong. Name 2 of what the New Mexico Wildlife Federation refers to as the state's big 3 exotics. Seth and Randall appear confident. Rest of the room still working on their answer. Phil, do you love Lord of the Rings?
Oh, yeah.
How
Yeah,
does it
big
rank
deal
among
in middle
like?
school.
Okay.
How does it rank for what? Sorry.
Just like all your favorite movies of all time, or like as far as things that have a lot of movies, like Star Wars and Harry Potter. And
I just think the Lord of the Rings movie, I mean,
exotic
they
animals?
blended high fantasy and just like big populist entertainment really well. Like it's kind of hard when you got big goofy elf names and a bunch of orcs running around to really feel the humanity in the characters. But
and have they
nailed it.
captured you for the new Amazon series? Isn't that related?
I have
to
not watched a single frame of Rings
Okay.
of Power. I have no interest in it.
Oh, you just won't do it.
I might get around to it. I heard mixed things and something about how sparkly and big budget it looks, and I don't really care about any of the characters, and also it's not really canon and Tolkien's
Okay. Very,
world.
very damning.
I've got reasons.
What do you got, Max? You got the right answer for this one?
I got 2.
Max is confident.
Don't be changing your answer.
No,
now.
I have 3. I should probably get rid of one. unless I
Name
might get it
2
wrong.
of what the New Mexico Wildlife
You write
Federation.
down 3, and then Max shows you his board.
No,
And then
no,
see, that
one.
did happen.
That did happen, but
Name 2
I
of New
finally looked
Mexico's
over here.
big 3
all right.
exotics.
You got to give me one next time.
well, I'll tell you what the other one is.
Brent, what did I say prior to the room filling up about Max there?
Oh, yeah. You called that one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do that. How about that?
Registered cheater.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Hell yeah.
Not again.
Is everybody ready?
Did we look at footage from last time, Phil? See if I actually cheated?
I did not review the footage. I'm
Okay.
sorry. No,
All right.
I trusted you, Max. I'm on your side.
Appreciate it.
Christine, how we doing?
Walk the
I
dog.
can't think of anything.
I'm so mad I missed that.
It was
so obvious.
Just roll the
Go
tape.
ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying ibex
That's the word
and
I was
oryx.
thinking
Christine says peacock. Tressa says nilgai and Osceola turkey. Randall, oryx, ibex. Matt,
The bottom one's
ibex. What's that say?
Audad.
Audad. Corey says ibex and audad. He crossed out oryx. Max says audad and
Audad.
ibex.
Oh,
Brent says oryx and fallow deer. The 3 exotics are oryx, ibex, and Barbary sheep or audad sheep.
Oh,
so
nice.
the room
Remember.
did pretty well on that.
Phil, I'm pretty sure you said oryx when we were talking about New Zealand right before.
Orcs.
Oryx. Oryx. Wrong one. Wrong
Yeah,
one. That was
same
close.
thing.
I got you, Phil.
Thanks, Randall. You're on my level.
Barbary
I was gonna
sheep
put
were
it
the
down.
first of the exotics to be introduced to New Mexico in the 1940s. Oryx followed in 1969 and ibex in 1970. Today, it's estimated New Mexico's oryx and audad populations are in the thousands, while ibex are in the hundreds.
Did you get it?
Question 4. The topic
I
is
got it.
gear.
You got it, Cory.
Yeah.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, if I didn't-
the last one was Barbary sheep or audad.
Oh, I didn't realize they were
which
the
a
same.
few of you had.
Cool. Thank you.
Question 4, the topic is gear. This company debuted their first boat motor 60 years after making their first piano.
Ooh.
This company debuted their first boat motor 60 years after making their first piano.
Seth, do you know what I'm thinking of?
You can
I
tune
don't
a
know.
fish, but you can't tune a piano.
Not that.
That's good, Brent. That's
Might be
exactly
the
what
other
they
way
were
around.
thinking.
What are you thinking, Max?
I don't want to say.
We have Max and Seth and Randall, who all appear to be confident. Matt, Corey, do you boys have this one right?
I'm 50-50.
Okay, Brent, do you
I
have
got
this
it.
one right?
100%.
Can you play a piano, Brent? You look like you could play a piano.
Yeah, you know, my dad was having heart surgery, and before they wheeled him in there, he asked the doctor, before they put him out, ask him if he'd be able to play the piano when they got through with the surgery. This is a true story.
Okay.
And the doctor said, well, of course you will. He said, good, because I always wanted to. He wasn't scared.
That's good. So can you play a piano, Brent?
No, I play guitar.
You can play one, just not well.
Oh, yeah, you
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
want to listen to it.
This company debuted their first boat motor 60 years after making their first piano. Is everybody ready? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth and Christine saying Yamaha. Tressa says Hancock. Randall and Matt say Yamaha. Cory says Mercury. Max and Brent say Yamaha. They got it. The correct answer is Yamaha. In the year 1900, Yamaha built the first ever piano to be made in Japan, which was a smashing success. In 1960, they released their first boat motor, which wasn't met with as much praise. Early reviews said you could tell it was created by an instrument company because it made so much noise. In addition to those two products, they also make motorcycles, drums, home appliances, computer parts, golf cars, pontoons, and more. Question 5.
Say they got the motor thing dialed now, though.
They're pretty good at
Are
it.
there any
Oh,
other boat motor companies that made pianos?
I don't know. I don't have the answer for. I don't know my pianos well enough.
Curious.
I know one that makes a lawnmower.
Okay.
What's
Question
that? Honda.
5. The
I was waiting for
topic
someone to.
is
Mercury.
cooking.
Cars.
Cambridge Dictionary defines this bun as, quote, a piece of dough cooked in steam and filled with meat or vegetables, originally from China. Cambridge Dictionary defines this bun as, quote, a piece of dough cooked in steam and filled with meat or vegetables, originally from China. This is question 5. We'll get a scoreboard update from Phil the engineer after this. Phil, do you have any Yamaha gear in all of your audio equipment?
None, but I have a Yamaha trombone.
Oh, okay.
Yamaha Allegro. Played it all through high school.
Yeah, and you
Quality,
still have it at
quality
home.
piece of equipment. Oh, yeah.
When's the last time you got it out?
A couple months ago, because my son started playing trombone. So.
Oh.
How'd that sound when you got it out? Was it like
Pretty
riding a bike?
bad for about a half hour, and then after that, it was still pretty bad, but slightly better. It's
Okay.
just, I lost all the muscle memory.
Phil, is there
Call it an embouchure.
Is there a slang term for playing the trumpet, like tickling the ivories for piano? Would you call it like?
No, we can't say it on air, man.
Again, we're on question 5. The topic is cooking. Cambridge Dictionary defines this bun as a piece of dough cooked in steam and filled with meat or vegetables, originally from China. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying dumpling. Christine says dumpling. Tressa says bao bun. Randall says bao. Matt says bao bun. Cory says hot pocket. Maxwell says pierogi. And Brent says dumpling. We have a correct answer in the room.
It's pierogi.
It's bao bun. I think we had Tressa, Randall, and Matt get that
I was
one
feeling
right.
really confident on that one.
Never heard of it.
So good.
Bao buns are
Got a
typically
dumpling.
filled with pork, beef, chicken, mushrooms, or vegetables. One Chinese fable tells of an army who needs the help of a god to cross a large river. The deity wants the army to sacrifice soldiers, but the general refuses. Instead, he tries to trick the god by throwing bao buns in the river, which are meant to look like human heads. The deity isn't fooled, but it does eat the buns and ends up loving them. So, the god helps the army anyway and parts the waters for the men to cross. That's how good bao buns are. Phil,
delicious.
we're halfway
Bao bun.
through the
Sounds
game of trivia. Give us a scoreboard update.
I would be remiss right now if I didn't interject and say that Moshi Food Truck in Livingston has the best bao buns this
Okay.
side of the Mississippi.
You
never
would
even
be
heard of that.
remiss if you didn't
that
have
it?
that interruption.
Everybody has a point on the board. Christine and Tressa have 1. Brent, Cory, and Max all have 2 points
All right,
apiece.
boys.
Seth Morris has 3. Matt has 4, and it's a perfect game. He's doing better than he did at the crossword
Nice,
this week.
Randall.
Dr. Randall.
Nobody start filming.
I got some bad news for you.
Question 6. The topic is public lands. What is Arkansas's only national park, which is named after its geothermal features? Looks like this will keep the perfect game going for Randall based on how he's writing his answer. What is Arkansas's only national park, which is named after its geothermal features?
How many times must a beloved out-of-town visitor play trivia before they no longer receive softballs?
Oh, yeah. You know what? I had this question created before I even knew Brent would be here today.
In your face.
Brent, do you have this one right?
If I don't, I will not be able to go back home.
Okay. Have you ever been to this place?
Many, many, many times.
Okay. There's a hint if you know Brent Reaves well. What is Arkansas's only national park, which is named after its geothermal features?
Geothermal. Out of here.
Maxwell is stumped.
I know the river. Or a river in Arkansas.
Okay.
A couple of them, actually.
It's the lava river. Max.
Do they make a lawnmower?
No.
What is Arkansas's only national park, which is named after its geothermal features? Randall, tell me more about these bao buns off this food
Oh
truck.
my God, they're delightful. Every week they have a different filling. They'll do goose and other kinds of sausage. Cal frequently comes over to Livingston just to eat bao buns.
Wow.
And the bun is perfectly. And then they also make a burger that uses a bao bun sliced in half as the bun for the burger.
How's the dough to meat ratio? Because that's my biggest beef with bao buns. Is that it's usually just a big old hunk of bread with like a tiny little teaspoon of meat in there.
It's a hearty golf ball sized
Okay.
scoop of whatever filling is. But honestly, breathtaking.
You guys are making me hungry.
I was disappointed we didn't have a bao buns recipe on the website. We need to get that changed.
Yeah, call Moshi. They have the best.
Does everyone have an answer
Shout
for
out Moshi.
Arkansas's only national park? Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying Ozark. Christine says Hot Springs. Tressa says Geyser. Randall says Hot Springs. Matt says that national park in Arkansas. Cory says Lava Cave. Maxwell says Hot Springs. Brent says Hot Springs. The correct answer is Hot Springs.
Nice.
The room did very well.
That was a total guess.
Good job.
Hot Springs National Park, which was referred to by tribes as Valley of the Vapors, produces 1 million gallons of heated water each day. Before it was a national park, it was a popular hangout for mobsters such as Al Capone and Frank Costello. They enjoyed soaking in the Superior Bathhouse, which was later converted into the first and only brewery in a national park. Brent, what do you do at Hot Springs National Park? Do you soak in the bathhouse there?
There's a lot of bathhouses down through there. We just go down there. We're just like regular tourists when we get there. It's probably less than an hour and a half away from my home. And my wife and daughter like to shop, and there's lots of good restaurants.
Sure.
But there's some public fountains when the hot water's coming out, and a lot of mineral water that you can you can take your jug down there and get it.
Fill it up.
But they're hot.
They say sometimes you need to live like a tourist in where you live. So that's what going to Hot Springs is for you.
Man, it's busy. It's a busy place down there. Lots of folks year round going down there.
Question 7, the topic is woodsmanship.
I'm not going to Bozeman Hot Springs, tell you that.
This masculine word is defined as, quote, a cord or string that is used to secure a tent or tarp to the ground. This is question 7. The topic is woodsmanship, and Randall is confident again. This masculine word is defined as, quote, a cord or string that is used to secure a tent or tarp to the ground. Randall is the only one with an answer so far. Do you have an answer, Matt? Matt is also confident.
Oh, yeah.
Now we have Brent and Seth joining them. A cord or string that is used to secure a tent or tarp to the ground.
Going to be using a lot of these soon.
Okay.
And I just restrung my teepee last night. Probably
touched one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
String?
This close.
This masculine word is defined as a cord or string that is used to secure a tent or tarp to the ground. Oh, you know what? Something we should talk about is today's episode of Trivia came out. We had promised listeners that there would be a 911 call of a woman getting attacked by a chimp at the end of the episode. And that didn't happen.
What?
It didn't make it in
I
the
completely
episode.
forgot to tack it on to the end. And if Spencer would like, I can tack it on to this episode 2 weeks later.
Good
I think we
taste
will
prevailed.
do that.
Oh.
We will put it at the very end of the episode. And like last time, Phil said that it will come after I say goodbye and we hear Doug Duran's little song about trivia. It will play after that. So you have plenty of time to shut off the podcast if you don't want to hear the phone call. It is very morbid and is a woman being attacked by a chimp.
Yikes.
Doesn't that sound horrible, Christine?
They call that a day changer. Yeah,
Lurid.
don't listen to it unless you want to feel a certain way.
Day changer? I never heard that one.
Well, we used it in a different context in college.
We're not going to
Okay, you're right. That's this would be a day changer, and I got it approved by Steve Ranella himself to put it on the podcast.
Does
It'll
she
come at the
die?
very, very end. She survives.
Well, that's a good.
Not.
HR is asking the important questions.
She gets her face ripped off, though.
Does everybody have an answer?
Yeah, and required a failed face transplant.
Previously, I had
horrible.
I said it was entertaining. That's a wrong way to describe it. Interesting. I wouldn't say it's entertaining though. I don't, disturbing.
There's no way
It's-
that's masculine.
Exactly.
No.
Is everybody ready, Max?
No.
Think you're running out of time.
No, I'm done.
Go ahead and reveal your answers.
Oh, that's a good
We
one.
have Seth saying guide. Christine says man rope. Tressa says stud. Randall says guy line. Matt says guy line. Cory says paracord. Max without an answer. Brent says guy wire. The correct answer is guy line, guy rope, or guy wire. So we had about half of our players
kind of a synonym.
get that one right.
Do synonyms count?
The word guy line comes from the French word G-U-I-E. I don't know how you'd pronounce that, Phil. What do you think it is?
Oh, that's
Guy?
Guy.
Guy sounds more
okay.
good, yeah.
From the French word guy, which means to guide something. Guy lines are often used by outdoorsmen on boats and tents, but are also used on wind turbines, skyscrapers, telephone poles, and radio towers. The ideal guy line knot creates tension, but is also easily adjustable.
I'm not gonna lie, I always thought it was guideline.
For real. That's all. I thought I'd been pronouncing it
G-U-Y.
wrong, like I pronounce most everything wrong my whole life.
I like the trucker's hitch. Easy to undo.
For a guy line. There you go. Question 8. The topic is conservation. What does the federal agency BOR stand for? The topic is conservation. What does the federal agency BOR stand for? Looks like Randall will keep the perfect game going through 8 questions. He looks confident. I think we need Matt and probably Seth to get this one right, to have anybody keep pace with Randall. Otherwise, this may be a runaway victory, and we're just looking out for the $1,000 donation at that point.
I'm just trying to beat the Shelby Index.
True.
Does everybody have an answer for what the federal agency BOR stands for?
Hopefully you're not trying to pull a fast one on us.
You think
Seth knows it.
You think I'd do that, Max?
Yeah.
Seth
Maybe.
knows it.
Christine, are you ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying Bureau of Reclamation. Christine says Bureau of Restoration. Tressa says Bureau of Restoration. Randall, Bureau of Reclamation. Matt, Bureau of Reclamation. Cory with the same answer. Max with the same answer.
Minus a couple of letters.
Mine's spelled wildly.
Plus a few extra letters. Brent says Bureau Oceanic Research. The correct answer is Bureau of Reclamation. I think we had about half the room get that one right. The Bureau of Reclamation is a federal agency within the Department of the Interior. They oversee water resource management across much of the West. They bring water to 31 million people, making them the country's largest wholesaler of water. Their reservoirs and canals are responsible for irrigating 60% of America's vegetables and 25% of its fruits and nuts. Phil, we have 2 questions left. Give us a scoreboard update.
Let's see here. Tressa, Christine, Max, Cory, Seth, and Brent are all out of the running for the win.
But how many points do we have?
Well, you can look at the board up here. I guess I should say. I was trying to spare you, Max. But let's see. Tressa has 1. Christine has 2.
Sorry, you have
Seth
4.
has 4. Cory has 3. Max and Brent have 4. But we've got Matt with 6. And he can technically still catch up to Randall if Randall falls flat on his face here. Randall has 8 points.
It's happened before.
Maybe just take a nap for a little bit.
Question
Don't show
9.
Randall.
Trumpet or swan?
The topic is fishing. This is our listener question of the week, which was won by Matt Cullum for sending this great question. Matt is going to get a board game signed by the crew. If you want a chance to win the listener question of the week, then send your question to trivia@themeateater.com. Name 3 of the 5 states that steelhead are native to, according to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service.
Sweet Jesus, Spitzer.
3 of the 5. Name 3 of the 5 states that steelhead are native to, according to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. Randall, do you have this one right?
I do.
If you had to, could you name all 5?
I could.
Okay. That is a confident player over there.
I can name a couple hatchery steelhead
Okay.
That's a clue.
states.
Brent, how do you feel about your answer?
Not well
Do
versed.
you think you're in the right part of the country for
I think
whatever
so.
states? Okay.
Yep, I'm confident in that.
3 of the 5 states that steelhead are native to, and this is according to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service.
You should put down Canada, Randall.
Come on.
Confusion. What's the state of confusion?
Provinces.
Go ahead,
Here,
go
British
to the
Columbia
ocean.
has a bunch.
Go ahead, go to the ocean.
It's a great question.
Christine has asked Seth if steelhead go to the ocean.
Ask Max. He cheats. He'll tell you anything.
Side baiter.
It's like, where's the answer?
Max is trying to give a head motion to Christine to help her.
It's not a nod or a no.
He was making a large circle, it looked like. Like his neck hurts.
It is a yes or
Well,
no.
must be Hawaii. Big island.
I don't even know if I got it right, to be honest
You're
with you.
going the wrong way.
This is more the right way? Is it...
Go upstream.
Let me see.
Is everybody ready?
Wait. Let me just write one more.
We can help her.
She's going to list all 50 states.
Randall, she has no chance. She has no chance of winning.
Then why are we doing this?
That's the right way.
It's feel good.
Okay.
Okay.
Hang on, I got a clue.
I think she just said one out loud.
Abbreviations.
She got
No
5.
abbreviations?
Start
I
crossing.
needed
Jeez.
three.
Start crossing.
Just
some
need
stuff
3
out.
of them.
There you go.
He's got 9 answers.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying Alaska, Oregon, Washington. He wrote down 2 in small print, which are not his answers, which says Idaho and California. Christine says California, Oregon, and Washington. She crossed out Michigan and Maine. Tressa says Alaska, Washington, Idaho. Randall, Alaska, Washington, Oregon. Matt, Washington, Idaho, Oregon. Cory, Washington, Idaho, Oregon. Max, Washington, Oregon, Alaska. Brent, Washington, Idaho, Oregon.
And
I think everybody got it right. The correct answers are Alaska, California, Idaho,
Christine.
Oregon, and Washington. A 100%er for the room.
Great work,
Steelhead are listed as threatened or endangered across much of their native range. The Wild Steelhead Coalition sums up their greatest threats with the 5 H's. That's habitat, harvest, hatcheries, hydropower, and heat. Steelhead populations were already in decline by the year 1950 and have gone down another 50% since then. Randall is our winner at this point, but we're going to see if he can get the perfect game and double the donation from MeatEater from $500 to $1,000.
Congratulations. That would be fun.
Now I'm really
That would be fun.
Is question 10.
I'm going to confuse the crap out of you.
The topic is hunting, and this last great question is via Josh Yount. The National Deer Association says this 9-letter, orange-colored fruit is, quote, one of the most highly sought-after soft mass species for deer. Randall is the slowest he's come up with an answer yet.
Jeez.
The topic is hunting. The National Deer Association says this 9-letter, orange-colored fruit is, quote, one of the most highly sought-after soft-mast species for deer. Do you have an answer down, Randall?
I don't.
Okay. Do you have some ideas?
I can picture it.
You can picture it. Okay.
But the words that are coming to mind do not have 9 letters.
Wow.
Spell it wrong. I usually do.
It looks like, oh, wow. Okay. There's a couple confident players in the room, but we're not going to give Randall any more hints about what it could be. 9-letter, orange-colored fruit that is one of the most highly sought-after soft mass species for deer.
9. I don't know if I spelled it right.
I don't have enough room on my board.
Max has a 9-letter answer.
What'd you say?
Randall, how do you feel about your answer?
I feel pretty good, Spencer.
Put a percentage on it. What percentage is it that you have it right?
If we're going to go down, we're going to go down in flames. So I'm going to say 100%.
100% chance that he has it right. And if he does, MeatEater will double the donation to a conservation group.
First trivia game I was ever on, Spencer says, how do you feel? How well you think you're going to do? It's like, I'm fixing to win. You got to step up to the plate and hit a home run. I got one right.
Okay. Gonna do a little better today. Brent and Seth and Randall are all confident in their answer. It's from the National Deer Association. They say this 9-letter orange-colored fruit is one of the most highly sought-after soft-mast species for deer.
Phil isn't making eye contact with me anymore.
Is everybody ready?
I can't cheat.
Max, Cory, you boys ready?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Write down. Hurry.
Make sure it's 9 letters.
Go ahead and reveal your answers. We have Seth saying persimmon. Christine says persimmon. Tressa says nectarine. Randall, persimmon. Matt, tangerine. Cory, persimmon. Max, tangerine. Brent, persimmon. We have a correct answer in the room.
Smells like $1,000.
It's persimmon. Randall got it right.
Randall!
We are doubling the donation today.
Nice job, Randall.
You have no idea how badly I needed that.
Persimmons are native to much of the eastern United States, but are now found across the country. They are a large, fleshy berry that tastes honey-like when ripe. Mark Kenyon named them one of the 5 trees that every deer hunter should be able to identify. To learn what the other 4 are, go read his article on the MeatEater.com called 5 Trees Every Whitetail Hunter Should Know. That makes Randall our winner with 10 correct answers. Randall, where is the $1,000 donation from MeatEater going to go?
I'd like this donation to go to the National Forest Foundation.
National Forest Foundation. I think they are a new recipient of a donation. What do you like about them?
They're a nonprofit that works to connect people to their national forests and just inspire engagement and interest in and advocacy on behalf of our national forests. They do tree plantings and all kinds of things like that. And one of our former colleagues works there, and he's just a heck of a guy. So this is in his honor.
$1,000 going their way from Randall and MeatEater. Here's one last reminder that Phil is going to play this extremely graphic, morbid, disturbing clip after the music plays. This is your last chance to turn off the podcast.
You won't hear it.
Don't want to hear the 911 call. Join us next time for more MeatEater Trivia, the only game show where conservation always wins.
Good job, everyone.
Thanks,
Spencer.
Mr. 380's back in town.
380, baby.
Yeah, Spencer from South Dakota, he's the host. Using those smooth, mellow tones, he lays them questions down. And he likes taking those 2- and 3-year-old bucks. And he's an avid amateur rock hound.
Stand for 911. Where's your emergency?
Oh, this is Sandy. 231 Rock Rimmon Road.
What's the
Send
problem?
the police. Send the police.
What's the problem there?
The chimp killed my friend.
What's the problem with your friend?
Oh, please.
What's the problem with your friend? I need to know.
Send the police up with a gun. With a gun. Hurry
Who
up.
has a gun?
Please, hurry up. He's killing my girlfriend.
What is the problem?
He's killing my friend.
Who's killing your friend?
My chimpanzee.
Oh, your chimpanzee is killing your friend.
He ripped her apart. Hurry up.
With a gun.
Hurry up, please.
There's someone on the way.
With guns, please. You shoot him.
What is the monkey doing? Tell me what the monkey's...
He ripped her face off.
He ripped her face off?
He's trying to attack me. Please,
Okay,
hurry.
I need you to calm down a little bit. They're on the way. Can you put yourself away? I don't want the monkey attacking you.
Please, hurry up. Listen to me.
They're on the way, ma'am.
Guns. They gotta shoot him, please. Please, hurry.
You're there with your friend. I need you to help your friend. Can you go help your friend?
I can't. He tried to attack me now.
Is he still there with your friend?
Yes.
Okay, so then back off. Then don't get any closer, okay? They're already on the way.
Please.
If the monkey moves away from your friend, let me know, okay? So we could try to help your friend.
No, I can't. She's dead. She's dead.
Why are you saying that she's dead?
She's dead. He ripped her apart.
He ripped what apart? Her face?
Everything.
He ripped her apart?
Listen, I think I'm gonna faint. I think I'm gonna pass out.
No, just breathe, okay?